Welcome to My Life on Coasters, where in today's video I'm going to be discussing my recent trip to Ireland. My full thoughts on Emerald Park really. Apologies if my voice sounds a bit sort of dry today. It's literally 29 degrees and I've come for a bit of a walk. Probably a mistake and I've not got any water. I didn't manage to film like a wrap-up video on that travel vlog. I was really tired. I did actually film something, but I didn't put it in the end. It wasn't very good. In this video, I'm literally going to quickly discuss my thoughts, mainly on Emerald Park, a bit of the travel. We'll get the travel stuff out of the way. Booked the flights with Ryanair. I'm not sure if I said how much. It worked out. I think it worked out. It was about £70 for 3 people return, which isn't too bad. Not everyone ended up travelling, only 2 people. But obviously you can't get a refund with Ryanair, and that's fine. Not too bad on the prices for the flights. Bus travel, I can't really remember too much. From what I remember, bus travel was less than about £15 for 2 people. The travel wasn't very much at all. I worked out the whole day cost less than about £150. That's with food, souvenirs, park tickets, travelling, literally everything we spent that day, which I don't think is too bad. The travel was nice and easy. Literally walked to Stansted Airport. Obviously you have to get to an airport, however you get to your local airport whether you drive there and park. Walking there nice and easy. It was about an hour's walk. For me, obviously a lot cheaper than parking. Obviously walking's free. Getting the flight, obviously it's a bit of a hassle with security and stuff, the fact you have to get to the airport 2 hours before your flight. But getting through the other side was nice and quick. We had a flight that landed about 20 to 9 and we were out of the airport about 9:05. So that wasn't too bad at all. Then getting across the park, the buses can be late and it can be a little bit stressful, worrying if you're going to miss connections and stuff with the buses. But the way I look at it is the worst comes to the worst. As long as you get the bus from the airport to Ashbourne, you're going to have to spend about €15 on a taxi. It's not too bad, just make sure you've got a little bit of leeway with the money. And I'd say if there's more than 4 of you, or if there's 4 of you, get a cab anyway. From Ashbourne, even though I haven't done the taxi, so I don't know how easy they are to get, but from looking online, they were quite cheap. Right, on to the park then, that's the travelling done. Emerald Park, first impressions of it, I thought it was going to be quite a standard amusement park, not much theming. But I walked in, I thought the Cuchulainn was quite themed actually. It had this nice structure you could sort of walk under. And the whole front of the park, it wasn't necessarily themed, but it was very heavily stylised, and you had like all this sort of log cabin wood style that I liked. Some of the flat rides were just painted and it did feel like an amusement park. But like the Viking ride was in its own like nice little area, only like a little plaza, and that. As I was talking about the Cuchulainn, it hasn't got anything massive for theming other than that one sort of statue that I think is meant to be the Cuchulainn. I'm not too sure. It looks like the thing on the front of the train. I'll talk about the entrance building. It's actually a really nice thing. It doesn't feel like you're going into a theme park at all. It felt like more you was going to a hotel or something. Really liked that. And then the other areas of the park, I'm just trying to think, there was this nice sort of like flight themed coaster, that was fun. Basic theming, but an airport's quite a basic thing, so it did what it was meant to very well. So enjoyed that. Dino Dash, that was really nicely themed, all the fencing. The dinosaurs, they were looking quite tired. I really like that. It was quite immersive, and I mean, for what it is, a family coaster, it's quite new. Really enjoyed that. Then on to Tir na nOg. Tir na nOg is the new area for this year, and that I was blown away by that area. It very quickly became my favourite themed area. Just all of the rock work, and the water and how the coasters interact and the views you can get of them. Now Fianna Fáis becoming one of my favourite coasters I've ever ridden. Really enjoyed that. Lots of air time. It really took me by surprise. That was probably the first time I've ever really been surprised by how good a ride was. Because I was going in expecting, maybe it would be top 10, but it would just be like one of those mid-rides, and it was a wow coaster for me. I really enjoyed Fianna Fáis. The quest was what I expected. Nice pops of air time, just felt a little bit short. But what it did it well. And the whole coaster, there was no like dead spots with it. I really enjoyed that. The whole area of Fianna Fáis was great. I did find the Cuchulainn a bit rough, and it certainly isn't one of my favourite wooden coasters. I think I put it 3rd place for wooden coasters. Yeah, overall Emerald Park, I like it. I like the direction it's going. I just feel like a lot of the flat rides need theming. When I did the feedback thing, I said a lot of this because they asked you to do a feedback. It's just I feel like some of the flat rides, just painting them up a bit, the different colours, not so like bright reds and stuff. Make it all a little bit more themed areas, because they've shown what they can do with Tir na n Og, and it's really good. But yeah, that was it. Quick little video just talking about Emerald Park. As I say, it's not going to be too long. It's just really hot. Didn't want to ramble on. Just wanted to have my sort of basic full thoughts on Emerald Park in Ireland. So yeah, in the next couple of days, I'm not too sure what the videos are going to be. But yeah, stay tuned.